The US DOT Safe System approach states that mistakes are going to happen on the roadways, and when these mistakes happen, you're most likely to be in a crash. That's why we need you to click your seat belts. If any mistakes happen on the road, a seat belt offers the best protection in a crash. Data shows that in 2021, 56% of all the people that was killed in crashes in Georgia were not wearing a seatbelt. Over the past 5 years, 30% of the people killed in crashes during the Memorial Day weekend in Georgia were not wearing a seatbelt. Those numbers show that our belts and buoys safety tour is making a difference. That's why we're asking everyone to buckle up on every trip, regardless of the long or short trip. Remember, this Memorial Day weekend is the unofficial start of the 100 days of summer. More cars will be on the road, so we're asking you to obey the speed limit, put your phones down, and never drive impaired by alcohol and or drugs. These law enforcement officers behind me will be out in full force this weekend, and they will make sure that all DUI drivers are took to jail. So please remember to buckle up.
During this Memorial Day holiday period, troopers and officers will be out in full force patrolling our interstates and our roadways across the state. They'll be partnering with our local agencies, our state partners such as DNR, to conduct sobriety checkpoints and target impaired and distracted drivers. The Department of Public Safety encourages everyone to enjoy time with their friends during the summer and during the holiday period, but please remember to practice safe driving behaviors. We need everyone to slow down and obey the posted speed limits, always wear your seatbelt, and ensure your children are in proper child restraint systems. Wearing your seatbelt is the single most important thing that you can do to prevent serious injury or death if you are involved in a crash. Georgia is a hands-free state, so do not text and drive, and hold your phone while you're operating your vehicle. And most importantly, please designate a sober driver and do not drive under the influence. If you follow these simple guidelines, the likelihood of being involved in a serious crash is drastically decreased. Last year, during our 78-hour Memorial Day holiday period, the Department of Public Safety issued over 10,000 citations, 9,600 warnings, and arrested 330 people for driving under the influence just during that holiday period. We also investigated over 400 traffic crashes, which resulted in 239 injuries and 13 fatalities statewide. Again, we want everyone to enjoy the holiday period, but please drive responsibly. We want every family to be together during the upcoming holidays throughout the year. And most importantly, we want everybody to enjoy all the beautiful things that our state has to offer. We want you to travel safely, plan your trip carefully so that you arrive at your destination safely.
In 2022, there were 80 deaths on Georgia waterways. And so far this year, we've already had 16 fatalities through boating incidents and drownings. These numbers represent tragic incidents, and they involve real people. These incidents leave family members and friends devastated and saddened. But I would agree that most, if not all, were avoidable. Just a few simple acts can mean the difference between an enjoyable, safe day and a life-altering, tragic day. Wear a U.S. Coast Guard approved life jacket. Georgia law states that children under 13 must be wearing it on any moving vessel. Do not drive a vehicle or a boat while distracted. Focus on what's ahead. Take a boater or driver education class. Remember that boater education is mandatory for anyone born on or after January 1st, 1998. Stay sober for a designated driver or operator. Last year, Game Wardens arrested 287 people for boating under the influence. BUI and DUI will not be tolerated. This is your warning. Obey and follow navigation and traffic rules and laws. I really want to focus on one particular boating law that is showing an increase in violation, and that is the 100-foot law. The 100-foot law mandates idle speed within 100 feet of a person, boat dock, swimming area, or any other object in the water, including the shoreline. Starting July 1st, those that are wake surfing or wakeboarding must be 200 feet from a dock or a shoreline. We have seen boat collisions, jet skis hitting docks, and other boats at high speed. Incidents like these often end in injury or death. Our game wardens will be enforcing all boating laws this weekend and all summer, but they will especially be looking for the 100-foot law violations and operators who are impaired. Our goal is for everyone to enjoy Georgia's waterways this summer and to go home safely at the end of the day. Getting lawbreakers off the water gives us the best shot of achieving this goal. I want to thank the Governor's Office of Highway Safety, the Department of Public Safety, for the opportunity to join them today to talk about safety on our roadways and our waterways. And I urge everyone to always put safety first, whether behind the wheel of a vehicle or a vessel.
Play a role in this event year after year, as our team believes that safety is of the utmost importance on our roads, in the lake. Lake Lanier are wonderful places for friends and family to congregate, but none of that would Margaritaville. I'm excited to announce that today is the official opening day of the DNR Public Affairs Officer, Mark McKinnon. Thank you.
And we appreciate you coming out to hear the message that we have. And the message is a unified message, as you can.
When driving, and if you're on the lake boating, remember to wear your life jacket.